Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Success Nation. I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Today I'm going to talk to you about prospering. Now you might say to yourself, prospering is to have a lot of money, is to be able to make decisions that can affect your life and your family's lives. However, in order for you to prosper, you have to understand what it means to prosper. So today I'm going to talk to you about the 9 ways for you to prosper. And if you have mastered those 9 ways, you will be prosperous in everything that you do. 1, you have to believe. Believe in your calling. Believe in that endeavor that you want to embark on. And you might say to yourself, you know what, I do believe in what I'm doing. I know you do. However, do you really believe in it? Because would you give it up soon as things start getting hard? The moment things start getting hard for you, the moment you can't find your way out, the moment it becomes a box for you, would you be able to transform yourself and keep going without thinking about anything that's going on in your life? What would you be willing to give up? In order for you to prosper, you have to understand what you believe. I remember going to church. I used to hear the pastors, the preachers, the priests, they would read from the Bible and say, God said, believe in no one but me. And I used to question that. I used to say, you know what? Why would God doesn't want us to believe in anybody else? But as I grew up and started to understand what it means, because if you don't believe in whatever you are embarking in, whatever endeavor you're embarking on, you will not be successful. Pretty simple. How could you be prosperous? How can you be successful at things that you don't even believe in? Number 2, have a purpose. What is your purpose for what you're doing? What is your purpose? What is the reason why do you want to do this? What is your purpose? And without a purpose, you will not be able to prosper. You would say to yourself, I'm doing this, but what's your purpose? What are you trying to achieve? What is the reason for you to embark in this journey? What's the purpose for starting that business? What are you trying to achieve by starting that business? Are you starting the business just because your friend is doing it? Are you starting the business because you read a few books, some people are successful? But what is your purpose? You. What is it that you want to embark on? What is your purpose for embarking on that journey? And you will say, you know what? I don't know. There's no problem if you don't know. But along the way, you have to understand what is your purpose. Because anything that you're doing, if you don't have a purpose for doing it, you will not be successful at it. Because usually people see the bank account. They see how good it's going to look. Is therefore, you know what? I see this person is doing a business, so therefore let me do the same thing, and I will be prosperous as this person. But would you have the same purpose? Would you have a purpose that is internally you, that is ingrained in your DNA to follow your dream, to follow what you believe in? Without the purpose, your dream, your aspiration will not rise to your optimal potential. Number 3, being able to take action. Well, you might say, well, okay, what do you mean being able to take action? Well, if you cannot take action to change the things around you, to change your habits, to take action to say, you know what, I believe I can do this. I have my purpose. Now I'm going to take action to make it happen. What does it mean to take action? Well, let's be real. You may believe in everything you believe in. If you're not willing to take action to go get the tools to prosper in that dream of yours, that belief of yours, if you're not willing to take action, you're not willing to take action to either move somewhere else in order for you to prosper. And you might say, "No, I don't want to move." Well, you want to start that business, you want to embark in that journey, but you don't want to take action to do anything to help that business grow. You don't want to take action to get rid of the bad people. You don't want to take action to go talk to the people that can help you. If you're not willing to take action towards your dream and your aspiration, you will not succeed. Your chance of success will be very slim to none. Number 4, choose the right mentor. You might say, well, I don't know people. I don't know anybody. Now, I'm not going to do it. You know what? There are organizations out there that's going to help you grow if you knock on their doors. If you knock on their doors, they will help you. But you have to be able to take action. And you have to also show them there's a purpose and there's a belief behind what you're about to do. Because a lot of professionals out there, they are trained to spot people who do not have a clear belief in a purpose in what they want to do. Therefore, in order for you to have the right mentor, a right person that's going to guide you along the way, because you will not do it by yourself. Number 5, write it down. Number 5, write down what you really want. You might say, well, I can write it down. Is it going to happen? Well, whatever you see in front of you right now, look at the nice buildings, look at the cars, everything that you are touching came from somebody else's mind. Everything that you're touching came from somebody else's mind. But in order for that to come to fruition, they had to write it down. If they didn't write it down, the reason and the chances for success would have been slim to none. Pretty simple. The likelihood of them succeeding will be slim to none. That's pretty simple. Because if you don't understand how to do it, it's not going to happen. The next one, willingness to make things happen. If you have the will to make it happen, now you're going to say, what do you mean in having the will to make it happen? I've already started, so therefore I have the will. Well, you're going to have the will to make tough decisions. There will be distractions. A lot of distraction will come your way, but you will learn to be laser focused. Have the will to stay on track. Have the willpower to stay on track. A lot of disturbance, a lot of distraction. It's going to be family, it's going to be jobs, it's going to be friends, it's going to be everybody. But without the will to persist, without the willpower to understand, some things that are coming at you, some things are just what they are. They are non-existent. They cannot distract you. You have to have the willpower to not be distracted. And the following one, dream big. You will say to yourself, come on, G. Do I have to dream big? Yes. You have to think so big about what you want, it scares you. You have to think so big about what you really want, it scares the smack out of you. And don't worry about the naysayers. Dream big, humongous. And you will realize that those who have succeeded, did not succeed by thinking small. People in countries who have succeeded, they did not succeed by thinking small. Everything they did, everything they have done, they were huge. You get Egypt, Greece, Rome, in the Western countries now. Look at what they have done. They have done big things. So therefore, you have to know how to make it happen. You have to understand the way to make it in this world. You have to think of your dream so big where it scares you. And don't worry about the naysayers that's going to say, man, that's too big, man. You know, right? That's too big. In some cultures, you know, they don't want to do anything big. But you know what? Even if you are from their culture, what I'm saying to you is break out of the norm. Do not let your box keep you from growing. You cannot grow if you are in a small box. If you have to move out of your environment in order for you to grow, you have to get out of it. Get out the box in order for you to grow. You cannot grow if you stay inside of the same box you've been staying in. Pretty simple. You cannot grow. If you want to grow, you have to get out of the small box, and the small box is your mind. The small box is your mind. Once you have moved out of your mind, you now have risen to the top. In the following one, take care of yourself. And as you, from listening to my previous shows, you've heard, I've always emphasized on you taking care of yourself. Because it doesn't matter how big your dream is. It doesn't matter how much you believe in your dreams. You will not bring that dream into fruition if you do not take care of yourself. And I'm sure a lot of people have different stories, different theories as to how to do things. What I'm saying to you is you must take care of yourself, because without taking care of your well-being, your dream will not come to fruition. A lot of geniuses have died with their dreams inside of them because they failed to take care of themselves. So you must take care of yourself. And the next one, be willing to move. Be willing to move away from your environment. If you're not willing to move, to change, you will not prosper along the way. You have to be willing to move away in order for you to change. In order for you to grow, you have to be willing to move away from the box, move away from that environment. And sometimes you have to get rid of some people. Sometimes you have to get rid of some people. You have to get rid of those dead weights. Get rid of them. Yes. And the following one is this. Do not be afraid. You might say, well, it's hard out there. This industry is hard. It's cutthroat. That is true. Don't be afraid. The thing about fear is usually what we as individuals, we allow to come to us. So if you're afraid of taking chances, if you're afraid of moving forward, you're always going to live in the past. The past is going to hold you back. So in order for you to prosper, you have to understand those 9 principles. Once you understand them, your chance of prospering will be high. Yes. And to conclude, you have to understand, you have to believe in your dream. The first thing you have to do is to believe in what you want to do. If you do not believe in it, everybody else is going to see that you don't believe in it. They're going to take you from left to right, sideways. Before you know it, you don't have a self anymore. And you keep saying to yourself, you know what, I wish I could, I should have, but you didn't do anything. You have to be willing to just take action. You have to be willing to take action to make your dream happen. Because it's not going to happen if you don't take action. If you're not willing to take action to make things happen for yourself, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen, regardless of what you say. But if you know how to take action, you're willing to move, you're willing to get out the box, you're willing to dream big, your chance for success will be sky high. Understand? Your chance for success will be unlimited. The only person who can limit yourself is you. Remember, in the Bible it says, believe, you will achieve. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Ernest. Share the message. Like and subscribe. Share the message. Thank you.